Hello learner, today I am going to start my channel show. This channel is dedicated for PhD scholars, PG students, NET, UGC-NET aspirants, and the very purpose of this channel is critical and practical understanding on the subject research methodology. So as and when we proceed with this, so we will have some advanced understanding on the research methods. So we will start with the basic understanding on the topic research. Now, what is research? This is a very common question came in our mind, right? So now see, the term research is generally being used by each and everyone, right? If you recall your routine research, which is for some, to finding some of the best places where you have to move or you have to visit or something that you have to buy online or some services that you are seeking online that you are keep on researching on internet or online platform. That is also research. So when I say, online searching, again and again, online searching is a kind of research. Now moving to the TV serials or the TV news channels, you have seen that TV channels are supposed to conduct research for viewers poll on various topics of public interest. Why they are conducting research? Just to understand the proper concept or the phenomena or the whatever underlying subject is there, right? Similarly, when it comes to UG student, right? So UG students or the students generally connecting with the research when it comes to completion of their assignments. So that is also research. Now, when it comes to PG students or graduate students or PhD students, when they are conducting some research, basically for their advisor or the guide or the mentors or their teachers, faculty, where they are connecting themselves with the field and they are collecting the data, they are seeking for some information, that is also research. When it comes to business consultancies or business firms, when they are having certain organizational problems and they wanted to address those problems, they also conduct research. Now the question is, if all these things are research, what is the complication here? Why the subject is a little bit complex? So the answer lies with this term scientific. You will see all those, whether it is online searching or TV channels, exit poll or poll interviews on different purposes or subjects, or whether it is UG students assignment writing, whether it is PG student assignment writing or research project completion, or whether it is consultancies or business institutions search for seeking or addressing a particular problem. So these research are not backed by scientific temperament. So here there is a requirement of scientific understanding and what we have to study under the subject research methodology, which is very important for all the researchers, including the UGC-NET aspirant. That is understanding of scientific research rather than the normal research. Let me tell you one thing. When we are talking about the subject research methodology or research methods, so as and when I'll use the term research, that will be connected with the scientific research. Now, what is the scientific research? Now please see the figure that I have mentioned here. Before moving ahead, we have to have a clear understanding on what is science. And specifically because we are dealing with the social science, the research methodology that I am going to teach you through this platform, that is for social science, not for science. So when it comes to science and social science, there is a little bit demarcation between these two fields that need to be understood by each and everyone before moving or before proceeding ahead. And that differentiation is on the basis of the two different kind of concept, that is hard phenomena and soft phenomena. The figure is clearly depicting two different arrows in a continuum, or two extreme points in a continuum. One is a hard science and another is a soft science. So you will see the first one is hard science, which is talking about natural science, which is talking about basic science, which is talking about applied science. Now, first we need to understand what is science. So science is generally systematic study, right? Whenever we conduct a systematic study, so that is known as science. So conducting a systematic study is a science. So when it comes to hard science, that means we are talking about the aspect, the concept which are being measured, which are being touched, which are having some feelings connected with that. So physical science, you will see physics, chemistry, biology, astronomy. These all are the hard science. Hard science in the sense you can feel the experiments. You can have a control over all the experiments. You can have an experiment of all the variables. As in when we'll proceed, we will have a clarity on what is variable. So for time being, you have to just limit yourself with the understanding of the hard science. That what is hard science? The scientific concepts which are generally connected with the pure science, where there is a pure measurements, which can be seen, which can be visible, which can be feel, right? Which can be seen, which can be visible. That's very important traits connected with the hard science. And very importantly, these concepts can be easily measurable. Easily measurable. So the measurability is very easy in terms of hard science. At the same time, if you see the second extreme of this continuum, which is talking about soft science. Soft science is basically a pseudoscience. Pseudoscience. हिंदी में इसको छद्म विज्ञान बोला जाता है. So this soft science, because having some pseudoscience, that means some concepts which are not directly being measurable. You cannot directly measure. Directly can't be directly measured. The concepts which are not being measured directly comes under the generally pseudoscience. And you will see all the subject connected with social science, be it management, be it psychology, be it sociology, be it anthropology, right? Be it economics or economy. All those subjects are soft science. And we have to deal with the soft science. Now this thing, everybody has to be very, very clear here. So everyone has to have a very clear understanding on that throughout this research methodology section, we are not going to discuss about hard science. We will only discuss about soft science. Now, what is the purpose of social science? As I said, we will not discuss about science here. So we will only restrict ourselves to social science. As I said, the purpose of science or social science is development of scientific knowledge. If we are developing the scientific knowledge, and that's the very purpose of social science. That means the very purpose of research, scientific research, is also scientific development, scientific knowledge development. When it comes to scientific knowledge and scientific development or knowledge development, there are certain things which needs to be understood at the very first class. That is the understanding of the phenomena. So what we are doing in the scientific knowledge, we are trying to understand the social science related phenomena. Social science related phenomena, right? Phenomena, what is phenomena? Phenomena is nothing but the observations. These are the observations, or these are the patterns. right? So very common pattern, very common observations which are repeatedly happening. If those patterns can be recorded and having a very standardized or generalized patterns, so we can say, or we can develop some laws and theories on the basis of the phenomena, right? So what is the purpose of the social science? That we have to develop scientific knowledge on the basis of the phenomena. We have to work out, we have to develop the laws and theories, and the base of these laws and theories are logic and evidence. Now, see, this is one of the very important slide of this entire session. If as a researcher or a scholar or aspirant, if you're able to understand these two levels of the research, you will not get misled throughout the understanding of the research methodology. So what are those two levels? These two levels are nothing but the theory and the real observation. So when I say theory, so theory means the phenomena which are recorded, the phenomena which are already recorded in the literature. So literature is theoretical level, right? That means I'm talking about the literature. I'm talking about the theories which are already developed, the phenomena which are well acknowledged and recorded as laws and theories, right? So largely we are talking about the literature here. So first level is nothing but the literature. Second level is empirical level. That means the reality. This is the real observations. Now you need to understand that throughout the understanding of the scientific research, where we have to develop knowledge, because ultimate aim is develop knowledge or build knowledge. So while we have to build the knowledge, what we have to do, we have to back and forth, we have to connect with the literature and the real observations. These are nothing but the phenomena at the ground, right? So we have to see what theory says and how the reality exists. So that means we are trying to understand theory and we are trying to exist the reality. So whether what theory says, we are trying to examine through the reality. What reality is, again, we are trying to connect with the theoretical aspect, and back and forth, we are moving from one to another level. And what has to be the limit? So limit is till the time we are able to address our problem, we have to continuously move from theory to empirical level to theoretical. And in the next session, I'll bring more in-depth understanding on the theoretical level and the empirical level, so that the scholars will be able to understand much better. So this is all about the first session. As and when we will move, we will definitely discuss, we will go into the depth. So thank you very much.